Hi everyone, welcome back with Decoeasy. My name is Janny. I'm doing this home decor channel together with Dyanne. And for now, let's jump into our daily DIY. And for this DIY, we only need two simple cans, and I use them from, from cans we had in our grocery. I know it isn't healthy, you see what I need, but I needed the can, so it was an excuse to take them. So I am going to wrap off the little paper around it. So then we are going to make our DIY. So you see already, I always leave my cans a couple of minutes in the warm water, and then the etiquette or the paper is just going so easy off of our can. So I will make this in order, and then we're going to start our DIY. You see our two cans are already totally clean, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the half of the can I'm going to do in black, and the other half I'm going to do in the white. So first I'm going to take my black schoolboard paint, and I'm going to do the half a little bit. It doesn't have to be really neat, because in the middle we are going to make something. So just do a little bit halfway where you think is a little the half. So I'm just going to paint this one, both of them in the black, and then we let it dry, and then we're going to do the other side in white. So you see already we have one piece of our can we have already in the black. We are going to turn it around, and we are going to do the top side in the white chalk paint. I think it needs a couple of coats, so I will do, I think, maybe 2 or 3 coats of the white chalk paint. But if you have one who is already giving a coat in one time, that would be great, but this chalk paint is not doing is doing this thing, so I'm going to do 3 times. Here you see already our little cans are already finished. I coated them 3 times the white color, and for the black color I only needed a 1. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some twine, and you can use the cheapest twine as you can find, because I always say twine is twine, so it doesn't matter how expensive it is. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to start a little bit 4 little sides over, and then I'm going to start doing some glue, and I'm going to start to turning it around until we are over the half of our can. So I will start in a moment. So you see already I did 1 row over the can already, and I took the fourth layer of the little of the structure of the can. I did one of them, and when I did do one line of 1 row with twine, I am going to go do some glue over here, and I'm going to do the second one, and then I don't glue anymore. I'm just going to turn and turn, because I always say how less glue you use, how better your work will look. So I am going to do a little bit glue over the top, over here, and then we are going to put our glue away, and now we only are going to turn around and just as tight as you can around the layers, so you get a nice piece, and just go over turn it around as long as you get the same one as the first of our can, because you have to have the same measurement. But you can make it as wide as you want. You can do it you can do it 1 centimeter, you can do it 2, just what you think is right. But of course you always have to look for that your middle from your paint is gone. So I'm just going to turn it and squeeze it again to each other, and then go further again and making your rounds. It's so easy to do, and it gives a nice look. And you see here already our 2 cans, and I think they look already very nice, but of course bear with me, I try to make them similar to each other, so it's sometimes a little bit hard. You have to squeeze very hard to get the rope on the same place. What I'm going to do right now, we are going to make the handles for our little cans, and of course I use little small cans, but you can use the bigger cans also. It's the same way to do it. Right now we are going to make our handles for our cans, and of course you can make the handle as long as you like. I keep them a little bit smaller. What I'm going to do, I did 6 of the same measurement of strengths, so I did 6 of them. What I'm going to do, I lay them all next to each other and I am going to squeeze them. Of course, this one's a little bit longer, so I have to get this one a little bit shorter. Sorry if this takes a moment. So I have to get it. So you see, you get, this is what you get. And what I'm going to do, I leave a little piece open. Now I'm going to squeeze it together, do a little piece of glue on here. Wait a second and lay your twine inside of here. Just wait until it is dried. So, and of course, don't burn yourself. And what we're going to do now, the piece is already, you see already he is inside of here. I'm going to turn it around a couple of times just to make a couple of loops so we get a nice little tail. You don't have to do it a lot, so a couple of times is enough. Just cut it off. I think I have a little wrinkle inside of here and I don't want that, so I am going to do it this way and I'm going to cut it off. Do some glue over here and just glue it over here. I'll show you in a moment. And remove the glue you don't need, just remove it, because when it's dried up you don't get it away. So this is what you get. You get a nice little couple of turns around it and you already have your nice ending. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make 2 on each side and we are going to make, oh I am too high, I'm sorry. How you do your, I will look for the English words. Excuse me a moment. Yes, I looked it up for you. It is braid, if I am correct. So we are going to make a braid. I hope I say it right. Maybe I say something stupid, but of course. So I made 2 of the same, 2 here, 2 of the twines over here, 2 of the strands over here, and we're just going to braid it together. This is English in my way. So just do it over and over each other again. I think you already know how to make a braid. It's a nice word. And I'm going to do this over and over again. So I am going to make this, I will finish this. So this is what I mean. I will finish this up and then we're going to do the end piece. So you see already we are almost at the end of our braid. So I'm going to get them together again, just squeeze them together again. What we're going to do again, do some glue on top of here, lay a piece of twine again in the glue, wait a second until it is dried up. I know it takes a little while, but we have to be sure that it stays in place. Of course, remove the glue you don't want to see anymore. And I hope I showed you. And then again, make some turns around it. And of course, we are going to make an end loop. And we are going to glue this together. And of course, this one is a little bit shorter, so you have to be sure. And this one is a little bit too loose. I'm sorry that it takes a little bit, but I just wanted to show you also when it doesn't always go right. So I'm going to glue this together, cut it off, and I am gluing this. So you see, and remove the extra glue, but be careful, like I said. So you see, I have here a little bit longer tail. So first I have to cut them in the same length. And you see, he's a little bit shorter than this one, so we have to get this one also a little bit shorter. So remember, if you want to have a little bit of a longer tail, then you have to do them a little bit longer. So I will make the second one, and then we're going to attach it to our little can. So you see, this is the handle, and now we're going to glue it on top of our sides of our little cans. Of course, I am going to do some glue on top of here, and I'm going to lay down our little knot on top of here and just wait for a second until it's dried up. I don't even know if I like the handles. If I look for it with my first one, I don't know. This is just really an experiment. If I like it or not, I don't know if this is something I like. So I'm going to glue this one also over here on the exactly on the other side of this one. So I have to be sure that I do it on the right place. Maybe I'm a strange lady and then I don't know what I like the best. So I have to remove my glue from my hands, of course, and just squeeze it until it's dried up. And then I don't know where you put your hand. You can do it this way, but you can do it this way. I really don't know if I have it on the right spot. I don't really know. No, I have to figure out. And now we're going to do the next step. And here you see how both of them are looking like right now. If you could see my face, you would laugh because I have really no idea if I like this or not. We will see, we will finish it off and then I give you my honest opinion if you should do it or not. So we will see. I will go now with some lettering on the white side above. So you see, I took my button collections and I always have a lot of my buttons is wooden buttons, and of course I always have a lot of them in my stash. What I'm going to do, I was thinking on this side in the middle of the handle, I would go for the a little bit of the smaller one over here, and I'm going to do two little ones on each side of our day. Of course, you can do anything you like. I hope you can see it a little bit. I will glue them on top of here, and then maybe what I also can do is also to put a little twine through the little holes of our button. I will see if this will work or not, and then we're going to glue them on top of here. And here you see already I did the buttons on the front, and of course I will give them later on a color or I will wax them. I don't know yet, but that's what we do later. We are going to now place some words on the white side of the, on the chalk paint. And here you see already the letters what I chose and some numbers. I chose the word farm and I chose 1954. And I will glue this on top of our little tins. And what I always have around, laying around, so if you find some wooden letters, you can buy them on Amazon, on AliExpress. You can buy them. AliExpress, I think, is even cheaper than Amazon. So if you have them, you can find them. Just save them and use them for in the future because they are so handy to have in your stash. So I will glue this on top of our tins. And here you see already we also have our letters glued on top of our little tin or container, just how you call it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to choose now some colors, which I'm going to do the buttons and the lettering and the numbers, of course. So you see already I did for the buttons a little bit of the rustic color, and now I'm going to do the sides around the button. I'm going to do in the furniture wax, and also the lettering and the numbers I will do in the furniture wax, so give it a little bit more of a rustic feeling. You see, for the lettering I use some home brand furniture wax. It's very cheap, so I hope you don't buy expensive ones, because this is just the same and it works also the same. It's only going for some little pieces and just go over the letters. And you see, I will finish all of them and then I show you the end result. And here you see finally the end result of our two little trash cans. You see I made some little displays with some berries, some eucalyptus and some little lemons inside of it. And at the end I am really loving how they turned out. In the beginning I had a big head in my that I think this is not going to work. But at the end you can still see from trash you still can make some home decor. I just am glad you did this adventure together with me. So I hope you enjoyed watching and I hope to see you in our next DIY. So this was it already for our daily home decor inspiration. If you like this content, of course, we hope you will consider subscribing to the Dyanne and I channel. And for now, we wish you all a beautiful, beautiful day.